HCTV Sports is supported by Balanced Wealth Management, Retirement Planning Expertise, Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. Katie Lindbergh, Hastings Downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her.
First goal of the year goes for the Raiders.
Oh, beautiful shot there. Nicely done. Gets the pin.
Oh, was that beautiful? Onside kick, and it's recovered by Hastings.
And he's rung up for strike three.
Doblowy! Touchdown Raiders!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hastings Raiders boys lacrosse matchup. Tonight's matchup is between the Hastings Raiders and Park of Cottage Grove. Hastings comes in with a 0-2 record. This is their first, or they haven't played a conference game yet. They're currently tied for third in the Metro East. Park comes in with a 1-2 overall record. They are 0-2 in the Suburban East. Last year, these two teams met head-to-head at Park, and Park got the victory slightly with a 12-10 score. Recently, the Raiders had to play Matamidi and St. Thomas Academy and Eastview Apple Valley. They lost 16-4, and they lost 17-10 to Rosemount, while Park lost to White Bear Lake 16-2, and they beat Holy Family 19-5. They are ninth place out of the 10 teams in the Suburban East. Today's starting lineups, as you can see right now, there's a shot of the two teams. Just going to give some data throughout this matchup for those of you that might not be familiar with lacrosse. Apologies to those that are experts. But unlike most sports, these two teams are going to face off against each other about 5 feet from each other right now, as you saw earlier on our screen, and then they'll shake hands. In most other sports, they're far away on opposite sides of the field, like in football or in basketball. They're on each side of their court, and usually they shake hands after the game. So there you saw the two goalies give a little fist pump, and now all the opponents will give fist pumps to each other, and they're going to head off to their sideline, and the starting rosters will stay on the field. Hastings Raiders are in their white jerseys, and They got new jerseys this year as well. A lot of Hastings sports got new jerseys. Thank you, Hastings, for that. And you can see Park Cottage Grove, they're going to be wearing green. And looks like Hastings is going to no face-off here in high school. So that's number 17 for the Raiders, starting with the pass. Just a little bit of note, there's got to be 3 defenders at all times on the defensive side. So Hastings has to keep 3 guys. There's our first shot, bounces over the net, and it's going to stay with Hastings. Just so you guys understand, in lacrosse, when a ball is shot and it goes out of bounds, whichever team is closest to that ball when it goes out of bounds, it goes to their possession or stays in that possession. Hence, Hastings keeps the ball here. There is a shot clock as well that they have to get the shot off. Should be 80 seconds. And here, there's the whistle from the ref, so they're back in play. And there's a shot on goal, just wide left. So Hastings is 0 for 2 on shots on goal. Once again, though, they're closest. You'll see a guy behind the net. That's called the X position, or the X player. That way they are closest to the ball if the shot is missed. There's a shot from the side. Oh, nice deflection by the goalie. Once again, though, Hastings will retain possession. That was number 10, Ryan Clemens, with the shot. There's a running in the zone, jump shot, and a goal for Hastings. So Hastings on their 4th shot attempt, it's a goal. I'll get you that goal score here. That was number 1, Wyatt Veith. So the first goal of the match goes to the Hastings Raiders. They're up 1-0. Here's a replay of that. You'll see Veith come from that left side. Little jump shot, and it bounces down beside the goalie. You can see that goalie now. Here's another shot from the wide angle. Number 1, you see a nice jump right by his defender and burns the goalie. That goalie is number 1, Gavin Sand. He's a sophomore. So now Park gets possession. Oh, and Hastings, a quick slap away. They get the ball right back. Nice check there from the Raiders. You can see when they switch. Oh, there's a giveaway right there by Hastings. So Park picks it up. Oh, knocked away again. Still no possession. Hastings going to, bounce it up in the air. Who's going to come away with this? It's Park, slapped at it by Hastings. Number 14. Great checking right there by Tony Malicio. Attacker / midfield. Hastings gets the ball back, running down the pitch. Nice pass down that right side. That's number 7 for the Raiders, Noah Schwamm. Back to the X position. Right there in the end zone, you can see the ball. Trying to set up a play now. Most teams look like they're playing man-to-man, Park is. You can go zone if you want. Similar to basketball or hockey or soccer, you can play however you want. A lot of teams will match up man-to-man. You can set picks. There's a shot attempt that's wide right. That was Tony Malicio. Shot attempt. You can see the X player right there. That's Noah Schwamm. So Hastings 1 for 5. That was their 5th shot on goal. There's a pass to the top, Mason Hustings. Over to number 14, Tony Malicio. Malicio not in the... Oh, there's a body check in the middle. No call. You are allowed... Oh, no, there is a flag on the play. So Hastings will retain possession here. They're going to let him play it out. If there's another penalty, then the ref will stop the play. Or if it goes out of bounds, then they'll award the flag. There's a shot on goal, and it is saved by the goalkeeper. But now you're going to see a whistle, and going to get maybe a replay of that penalty here. We'll see who it was on. Looks like it's number 22. Nope, that was the shot on goal. Can't tell if the referee, if he said usually it would be either 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes. That looked like the 1 minute variety. See if I can get a shot at the scoreboard, see if they tell us. Might be, sometimes it's on a little clock down low for the, just for the players to see, but I don't quite see it here. But as of now, oh, it's Hastings man up, and there's a shot on goal, and that's a goal. That was Tonio Malicio, number 14, scoring the 2nd goal for the Hastings Raiders. Tony Malicio, here's that replay. You can see him coming around the side, fakes the pass up the middle, does a little turnaround like a little hook shot almost, and goes low. Nice shot by Tony. Hastings up 2-0. There's that replay again. He just bounced it in between the legs of the goalkeeper there. So if we were, now we're going to have a face-off here. And Hastings is going to win the face-off. So Hastings is going to control possession. As you can see, you might have seen some players running off the pitch. That's because they want to get more attackers on the pitch, if you will. They're midfielders, but you can have 6 players on the offensive side of the field, which would be from the 50-yard line to the left if you're looking at the pitch. And then Park, they can only keep 6 defenders back there too, not counting the goalie. So with the goalie, 7. And there's a shot on goal and it's missed. If we get a chance at some point, we can get a shot of the other side of the pitch. You can see how you have 3 offensive attackers for Park and 3 defenders from Hastings, where they're just standing still basically because they cannot cross that 50-yard line. There's number 14, Malicio. Shot, and it's bounced high. Rebounded by the Raiders. I don't see a shot clock, but it may not be on the scoreboard. It might just be the referees keeping it and announcing it to the players. There's a loose ball. He loses it. Can he pick it back up? He can. That was Ryan Clements. Oh, it's off the rim. Off the post, I should say. Hastings still retains possession. So another shot on goal. That's 8 shots on goal by my count. I don't see it on the scoreboard. There's 9. It's wide left. Here's a replay from a different angle from behind the goal almost. Oh, you can see that just off that left post. Great camera work right there by our camera operators. That was Seth Essler there. Seth knows this pitch well. He's a soccer player. So there's that X player. Nice pass out front. Oh, but it's not handled cleanly. That was Carter Hansen. That was a great look, though, from behind the net. And Park will get the ball. I couldn't tell you if there was a penalty or just the time was up. Here's the goalie running it all the way up to the 50-yard line. Oh, he loses possession, though. Notice that Hastings Raider, number 7, he could not cross that 50-yard line, so his defender picks it up. He has to stay on the side of the 50. He's an attacker. Ooh, there's a little check action going there. No call, no flag, loose ball. Park picks it up. There's a slash attempt by the Raider. The Park player runs by him. They can't catch him. He passes over to number 17. Park without a shot on goal yet. Almost halfway through this first quarter. A little more maybe. That's number 17, like I said. That's Evan Foote with the ball. He finally passes it up to number 4, Angelo Cullen. Park without an X player behind the net. Remember, the X players or the X position is behind the goal, and that's why you go back there. There was a and there's a loose ball. We're going to have a timeout, looks like, by Hastings Raiders. So timeout on the pitch for Hastings. I'll just try to recap some of the, so far, Hastings leads by far on shots on goal. They have 9. I couldn't tell if that last ball back there was a shot on goal that just missed for Park. Either way, and we're going to take a moment to let you know who supports HCTV. That's Balanced Wealth Management. Balanced Wealth Management, retirement planning expertise. Thank you, Balanced Wealth Management, for supporting Hastings Community Television. Also, good time to let you know that tonight's match is aired on HCTV, channel 799, on SWCTC, and on YouTube. And a reminder, we are here at the Hastings McNamara Stadium at Todd Field. And this is, once again, the home opener for the Hastings Raiders. While we got the break, last year Hastings went 6-9 overall. I mentioned they lost to Park, though, 12-10, looking for a little redemption. And right now they are up 2-0. And there's a good shot of the airplane in the clouds. It's a very windy day here. Obviously you can't see it from the camera unless you get a shot of that huge flag there above the beer stube next to Perkins. But very windy here. It rained a little bit earlier, but now it's cleared up pretty good besides those gray clouds you saw. So if you're in the Hastings area, come on out here. The sun's out. Watch a little Hastings Lacrosse LAX as it's written in shorthand. Not to be confused with the Los Angeles airport. And we're back in action. Hastings, number 13, down the right side of the pitch. He's flying down that side like Randy Moss. Nobody can catch him. That's Brady Nickel. Now it's at the top of the key, if you will. That's Tony Malesio. If I am pronouncing any names incorrectly, please make some comments on YouTube and we'll try to look it up and correct that. Hastings just setting up their play for an angle here from the top left side. You can see a nice little hook around, faked up high and then went low. So here's your third face-off, and Hastings wins that. They're 2-1 on face-offs. The start of the match was given to Hastings. And now it's a loose ball. Park gets a turnover. They've only been on the Hastings side 3 times. That's number 32. If you noticed, he was running in the white sideline. That's because in lacrosse, the pitch, if you will, is about 5 yards wider than 5 to 10 yards. It's a little far net, but a little wider than a football. Oh, that was a wide open net, but Park totally missed it. He dropped the ball. He had like a layup right there, and it's a turnover back to Hastings. So as I was mentioning, the length is 120 yards, just like football when you include the end zones, but the width of a lacrosse pitch is a little wider. You can see the black lines just outside the white lines. There's a pass that got deflected, almost went in the back of the net, but it hit the goalkeeper. Hastings coming down the pitch. There's a shot, pass in the front. Oh, another goal. This time, guess who? It is Carter Hansen this time. So I guess that's the old announcer jinx in the positive way. So goal number 4 for Hastings goes to Carter Hansen. Here's that replay. So good fake shot there by Tony Malesio, and giving it up with the assist, though, to Carter Hansen for the goal. So Tony Malesio, the assist, Carter Hansen with the goal. And the next face-off, this time it is still loose, and it looks like still loose. And Hastings finally picks it up, so Hastings has won 3 of the 4 face-offs. And now it's picked up by Brady Nickel. Brady, a senior. Try to give a shout out to all our seniors today. Park has got the turnover there. Now they run. There's a deep shot, and it's saved by the goalkeeper from Hastings, and that is Brooks Smirsky. And there's a huge flag. That guy launched that about 20 yards. They're supposed to launch it straight up, but this guy decided to chuck it, show off his football arm. And there's the whistle. We'll see who the flag is on. Looks like it's going to be against Hastings with a slash. It looked like he held up 1 minute. I can't quite tell. And there's a good shot of the Hastings Raiders coach, Brian Wilson, with 2 L's, by the way. Unless it's a typo here on the roster sheet. Looks like the penalty actually was against Park. So Hastings is going to be a man up. You can see there's only 5 defenders back there for Park, plus the goalie. So Hastings is 6-on-5, if you will, called man up. It looks like it was a penalty of 1 minute variety. And looks like there's a foul against Hastings, so Park is going to be turned over to Park. He might have stepped inside the crease. A lot of times refs just make a quick hand signal, blow the whistle, and the lacrosse, they go quick. Oh, there's a nice cross, a check. You can do that as long as you're in front of the player or the side of the player. Oh, now that was a push in the back by number 6 from Park. Going to get a replay. Let's see if they caught that. See, there's a nice check from the side as long as you don't launch at him. Now watch number 6 in the back, right there. So that was a penalty against number 6. He's still on the pitch, though, so it looks like it's just turnover, change of possession. Hastings still with a man up. There's a shot wide left to the corner of the end zone. Hastings still keeps possession. I got 13 shots on goal to 1 for Park. There's the X position. Hastings out to the top of the key. 13 shot wide left. And this time, though, it's going to go to Park. Park was closest to the ball when it out of play, so Park will get possession. That was Brady Nickel with a laser of a shot. Down in just over 2 minutes here in this first quarter. There's 4 quarters in lacrosse. After every quarter, they will switch sides. Park heading down the pitch. Oh, knocked out of his cross by the Raiders. It's still a loose ball at about the 43-yard line of Hastings. Park picks up JV. The Park Cottage Grove beat Hastings just before this match in the JV match. With a score of 8-4, I believe it was. I'll double check that for you. So yeah, that's your Hastings coaches. Of course, the athletic director is Mr. Trent Hansen, Principal Scott Duran, Superintendent Dr. Tammy Champa. Sorry, Scott Doran. Apologies, Principal. Athletic trainers Jill Contreras. There's a good shot of the Park goalie. Just so you see that goal there. It's the right side for Hastings, keeps it in. Picked up and knocked away, but going to have a push from behind by Park, so Hastings will keep possession. Here's a replay of Park, the X-player. That's number 3 as he's going to come around the net. Try to put a shot on goal. It kind of got away from him. That was pretty close, though. And that was Bradley Johnson for Park. So Hastings, once again, we're under a minute now to go in the first quarter. There's a pass up at the top, almost deflected. Going to get a shot by number 1. Oh, it went off the keeper's head. Did it go in? Looks like it did. We're going to have to get just 38 seconds left. You see subs coming on and off the pitch for each team. You can sub anytime you want. You just can't have too many men on the field, if you will. So at their discretion, they can sub. The ref should blow the whistle, and they've already blown it. That's why you can see the X-player back there. Throws it to the top of the key. There's a shot on goal. That's wide left. That was number 6, Samuel Reckinger. Park still maintains possession. Down to 10 seconds. They're going to have to hurry. He goes around the net. Oh, wide right. Misses. And got 3 seconds. They still got time. He's got to shoot now, though. He shoots, and it's blocked. And with that, that's the end of the first quarter. Hastings up 5. Park at 0. Goals were Wyatt Veith, Tony Malesio, Ryan Clemens, Carton Hansen, and again Wyatt Veith, as Hastings has a 5-0 lead. And we will take a break here. I'm Peter Heyman on HCTV. We'll be back for more Hastings Lacrosse.
He gets the pin.
What a move, what a goal! Oh, what a shot, scores! The Raiders, can they get the layup? Yes, they do.
Just snipes one.
Oh my God! And reaching up and making the play. It's moving. It is over. Looking to throw, and she's going to get the first down. Gone. Touchdown Raiders!
How can I help you today?
I don't think I'm in the right place. I have big dreams, like crab brewery-sized dreams.
I like it.
Your bank is very,
Cozy?
yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We prefer more personal interactions. We dedicate the majority of our space to our customers' dreams.
Wow. Look at that.
I know, it never gets old.
Wow. This is way bigger than your office.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hi, can I help?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here to start the second quarter as Hastings has a 5-0 lead here at McNamara Stadium at Todd Field. As I mentioned, after every quarter, the teams will switch sides. So you just saw Hastings going right to left. Now they're going to go left to right. Park wins that face-off. As number 6, Samuel Reckinger, takes point, kind of like the point guard. He's got a short stick. Most defenders, some midfielders will have a 6-foot stick. And then you'll see attackers with a shorter stick. A lot of times it's easier for them to run down the pitch as an attacker with a shorter stick, and for the defenders it's easier to block more passes and shots with a longer stick. And there's a shot wide right by Park. That was number 17, Evan Foote. Hastings had 15 shots on goal to Park's 5 in the first quarter. Park's going to have to change that up if they want to get on the scoreboard. Good defensiveness there by the Raiders, keeping the Park player without being able to shoot. And there is an errant pass, and that goes out of bounds. So unlike shots, if you pass out of bounds, it's the other team's possession. Hastings comes down the right side. That's big, tall Tony Malesio. Sorry, that was Brady Nickel, a senior. We got a whistle here. Looks like it's a timeout called. Yes, timeout. So, as I mentioned earlier, like in lacrosse, they call a lot of timeouts at random times throughout the game. Again, to set up a play, switch players, maybe get a matchup. Maybe there's a matchup they don't like. There's a good shot of the Park bench. I'll just let you know their coaches. Head coach is Matt Foote, assisted by Dan Beck, Brad Reichert, Carlos Labrosi, not sure, Cody Mall. There's a good shot of athletic director Trent Hansen, the one in the middle with the white visor. The superintendent for Park Cottage Grove is Julie Nielsen. Principal is Todd Herber, and their athletic director is Phil Kimmel. Thanks to my partner here, Mr. Hunter Pinky. He's been around the suburban East, Metro East for a long time doing sports, so he knows a lot of these key players from these schools. Once again, I'm Peter Heyman. This is only my second time doing a lacrosse match, so I apologize to any lacrosse experts out there that might be critiquing me. Again, throw out the comments on YouTube, and I'll listen and adjust accordingly. All right, we are back into action here. Hastings up 5-0. They got the ball. There was a shot attempt. It was blocked. Turned over, though, by Park right back to Hastings. And that goes out of bounds, and it'll go to Park. There's a good shot of the cross right there. Cross is another name for the stick and the netting there at the end. A couple points of emphasis this year. You're not allowed to do any weird stitching to your cross net, get an unfair advantage. You have to keep it the way the manufacturers intended it to be. And now we have a lot of noise coming out here from the crowd, not liking some. Oh, there's definitely a flag. Hastings Raiders player went down. That was number one of their best players, and getting a little chippy. And it looked like, even though there was a flag, plays on. And it looks like Hastings scored. I'll let you know who the goal scorer was on their first shot attempt in this second quarter. See if you can see that hit. It was Wyatt Veith that got nailed. Looks like he got, oh, that was a slash to the face. That could be an ejection. That's going to be up to the purview of the officials. And then we can get a shot of the goal here. So the ball gets knocked out, but it's picked up right away by number 27, Carter Hansen. Wow, I really jinxed him in a good way because now he's got a second goal. So Hastings up 6-0 here early in the second quarter. The home opener. Hastings looking to get their first win in the win column this season. And the faceoff is going to be won by Hastings. Right down the middle of the pitch. Pass to the outside. Hastings sets up a play, very smart here. Get the players where they want, make any subs they need to. They didn't need to sub because they won the faceoff. There's a shot from the top of the key. It's deep. Hastings had the X player back there, so they retained possession. That was Tony Malesio back in the X. Oh, right to Malesio. Oh, he had the goalie dive into his right, and he had a wide open net and just missed it. It's kind of like that inbounds from the basketball. You throw it, and they kind of forget about you. Great pass right back to him. You can see that Joe missed the wide open net. Oh, and there's a shot from the top of the key. Surprise, surprise. Looks like that was Wyatt Veith. We'll wait for the official confirmation. Here's that replay. Throw it to the top of the key. Yep. That was definitely number one. Wyatt Veith was his third goal of the match. Brings the score 7-0. Good camera work by Tori Selner. Hastings wins this faceoff. Oh, a back pass, and it goes in the net. You don't see the backhand too often, very often. That's again number 27, Carter Hansen. That's his third goal. Here's a replay. Oh, a lot of tackling going up front, but Carter Hansen got checked. And that was a blind goal. He didn't even see. He just knew the vicinity of where it was and chucked it with a backhand. Oh, what a play. Went right at the bottom of the feet of the goalie. That was sneaky. That's going to make ESPN for sure tonight. Park wins this faceoff. 2-2 this quarter. Player goes down. No whistle. No flag. Loose ball. Hastings picks it up. It's starting to get a little chippy out here, folks. You can hear it from the crowd, and you can see it from the players. Hastings on the breakaway. Shot on goal. Nice save by the keeper. It's still loose. Hastings with possession. Oh, a shot and a goal. That was a low line drive to the left side, hit the outside corner, and getting on the score sheet is number 13, Brady Nickel. Here's a replay of that goal.
Scoring for the Raiders, number 13, Brady Nickel.
Raiders with a 9-0 lead. If they wanted redemption from last season, they're definitely on their way to doing that. But we got a lot of match left, so. There was a good shot of Brady Nickel right there. Here comes another face-off. That's Alex Siebenaller, by the way, taking the face-offs, and he wins it. Oh, what a play. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. That was Veith Usually he comes away with a goal there. He tries it again. Blocked. The keeper might be the first there, and he is. Good hustle by the goalie. It's a sport where you don't see the goalie taken off out of their net very often, but in lacrosse you can do it if you're the first one there. Possession changes. Oh, nice play there by Hastings. They get the turnover. No, they don't. Park still got it. You could hear a lot of noise from the crowd there. So Park maintains possession. And it's going to go out of bounds to the corner of the end zone. And it'll go to Hastings. Might get a shot here of that. Oh, a little physicality there from the side. That was legal. Any farther to the back, though, it would have got flagged. There's a shot by number 6. Oh, and they finally score. Park is on the scoreboard. That was Samuel Reckinger. So Samuel Reckinger gets on the score sheets for Park. Score is now 9-1. So we'll go back off to the face-off. It takes place right at the 50-yard line. Once again, that's number 11, Alex Siebenauer, wins another face-off. That is the son of Mr. Pat Siebenauer, a Hastings alum. Oh, he gets pushed from behind. We can have a call. They're going to give it to Park. And there's your flag. Nope, it was going to be a... What? Looks like the kid started playing. It is going to be a... That was definitely a block in the back, it looked like, against Park. Hastings will get possession. No, they are going to give it to Park. So Park is a man up. Hastings is a man down. See if I can get a shot of who's in the penalty box there. We'll try to get that later, maybe. So Park trying to cut into that lead still. Setting up with them power play. Oh, nice deflection by the Raiders, but Park picks it back up. Park still a man up. Right in the front, that's a goal. And that was number 17, Evan Foote. And with that, the Hastings Raider that was in the penalty box comes back out. Here's a replay of that goal.
Number 17.
That was just too easy over the top of the goalie.
That's Foote scoring for the Wolfpack.
So now the score 9-2. Hastings still with the lead. A lot of time left. 6.5 minutes. Shots on goal even this second quarter, 4-4. And face-off is won by Siebenauer, trying to get it. Still loose. And here he does. Face-offs are 4-3 this quarter. Siebenauer leads in that category. And a turnover here, possibly. A lot of players all over the place for that ball. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go... Looks like Hastings will keep the ball. There's a good shot. You can see a shot of the black lines there. That's the out-of-bounds line for lacrosse. You can see it's where the players normally stand for football. Hastings in the X position. Good hustle back there by Tony Malesio. Loose ball. Park picks it up. Turnover. They pass back to the goalie. You can only do that one time each possession. Oh, and the goalie just launches it down the middle of the field. That was a free ball. You don't see that very often. And Hastings with the interception, if you will. That was number 21, Matt Byer, a sophomore defensiveman. Park down on the right side. They're going to set up a play here. Park still with possession. Not a lot of movement. Now he takes off running. Puts a shot on goal and he scores. That was number 6 who scored the first goal for Park. That's Samuel Reckinger. There's a good replay of that goal. You can see just like a point guard, he's like, you know what, I'm going to take this myself, run up the court. Little jump shot, if you will. Score is now 9-3. So 3 straight goals by Park Cottage Grove. And another face-off. Looks like Park is going to win it. That's number 33, Blake Bessler. Blake was not on the starting lineup. Getting some playing time now in the second quarter. Park with a shot and a goal. Just like that, it's 9-4.
Scoring for the Wolfpack is number 5, Zachary Devon.
And here's a replay of that goal by number 5, Zachary Devon. So it's now 9-4. Hastings still with the lead, but we're only in the second quarter, just over 4 minutes to go. Ooh, Siebenaller, and he goes back to the sin bin, if you will, the penalty box. You can see him run off at midfield. He got penalized, looks like for a body check, cross check from the backside. So he'll be there probably for a minute. And it'll probably be a releasable penalty, which means if Park scores, he's back on the pitch. Some penalties are too severe, and it's what they call non-releasable, which means you can keep scoring and scoring and scoring until that time runs out. So Park, a man up. They've scored the last 4 goals in this match. Oh, and a turnover here. Oh, there's a body check. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, there's a punch thrown. Here comes big-time flags. So we don't like to see this in any sport, especially high school. That's definitely going to be some ejections here. So I don't know who threw that left hook, but that was a Raider that threw the left hook. He definitely should be ejected. Not sure what they're going to do from the Park side. We'll see. So the refs are going to talk about this. Let's see what happens. So both teams to their respective sides. A few players from the bench might have came out there, but they got it cleared pretty quick. There you can see a good shot of the head referee. They're going to tell each other, what did they each see? Did they see a number? Did they see the punch thrown? I'm sure they did if they were watching, but sometimes when they're not, if the ball's not there, but We'll be interested to see what comes out of this situation. If we can get a zoom-in shot on the ref, I might be able to tell. He pointed to the Hastings side, then he pointed to the Park side. Park coach not liking what he's hearing, it looks like. Referee trying to explain here to the Park coach what they saw and what they're gonna deliver. Doesn't seem too upset there, so could end up with Park with a power play, if you will. And if we can get a shot of the Raider player walking off, that looks like the player he has to. That player is going to be the player that got ejected. If we can get his number, he's down at about the 15-yard line right now. See if we can figure out who that is. It looks like is it 21? So that's Matt Byer. So now we'll see if Park is a man up for a few minutes. Count the players here. I see 3 Hastings, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the pitch. They're supposed to have 10, so it looks like they're going to be a man down. Hastings, nobody defends him, and he runs in and scores easy. Looks like that was number 17. We'll wait for the official call or a replay. So another goal for Park.
For the Wolfpack is number 17, Evan Foote. That's Foote scoring for the Wolfpack.
So it was Evan Foote with his second goal of the match. Score is now 9-5 in favor of Hastings still, but Park is creeping back. Under 2 minutes to play here, second quarter. And then we'll go to halftime after this quarter. Face off. Just going to take a little moment, give you a shout out to our supporter, Farmers Insurance, Katie Lindbergh Agency. Katie Lindbergh, Hastings, Downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her. And with that, while I was saying that, Hastings gets a turnover. Park yelling that he stepped out of bounds, and looks like they're going to get the whistle. So possession goes back to Park, just under 2 minutes. Break here and shoots wide right. Hastings player Carter Schultz was back there in the X position to retain possession, but now they lose it. He loses his cross, his stick, if you will. It's a loose ball in the end zone. Whoever comes up with it, they won't get a touchdown, but they will get possession. Just under a minute to go here, second quarter. Actually, they might be even because of the earlier ejection. In fact, yes, it's even. It's 8-on-8 right now. However, there's a nice save by the goalkeeper here, quarter number 2. Face off one by Park. Got to play good tight D here now if you're Hastings. Don't want to give up a late quarter goal. There's number 3 from the back of the goal. It's a loose ball picked up by the point guard, if you will. Samuel Reckinger. Down to 2 seconds. They're not going to get a shot off. Good defense by Hastings Raiders. Hastings takes the halftime lead 10-5 with that last goal there towards the end by Tony Molescu, giving a little momentum back to Hastings. Folks, we're going to head to halftime here. We'll be back in a few minutes for more Hastings Raiders lacrosse on Peter Heyman on HCTV.
Oh, hey there, sponsors. For more information or to give a one-time donation.
Veith, also with 3 goals, Tony Molesio. Leading the way for Park with 2 goals is Samuel Reckinger. And Evan Foote also with 2 goals. And we are on the way here in the third quarter, or the start of the second half. Once again, new quarter, they switch sides. So now Hastings is going right to left, Park going left to right. So that face-off is going to go to Park. Park setting it up at the top, taking their time. That's number 6, the point guard, Reckinger. That's number 5, Zachary Devon. Gonna hit it to the X-player there in the bottom. That's number 3, Bradley Johnson. He's a sophomore. Devon also a sophomore. Park with a lot of sophomores on their squad. In fact, they got 7 sophomores. There's a shot on net, wide left. Nice deflection by Brooks Smirsky. And there's a goal, though, from Park Cottage Grove. Looks like that was the point guard, if you will, Samuel Reckner. Here's a replay. Nice cut to the middle and right over the top of the goalie is Reckinger. Zachary Devon with the assist. Score now 10-6. A lot of scoring in Lacrosse. You can get a big lead and lose it. That's now number 20 up there up front, Derek Steinke. So Derek Steinke getting some action. In fact, got to give you some news about Derek. I just spoke to his parents. He has just accepted a scholarship to Mankato to wrestle and also become a pilot. So congratulations, Derek. So Park gets the ball back. Ref. Oh, and he gets pushed. Still no flag. There's toughness, though, by Tony Malesio. Tony just a sophomore. Hastings with a lot of sophomores on their squad as well. They have 10 sophomores. It's going to be a turnover here back to Park. And what's the call going to be? It's going to stay with Hastings. That's number 10, Austin Toker, the junior, doing the hacking. Slashing. It's legal, though, as long as you're doing it at the stick. And the hand is part of the stick. There's a shot high. It's going to stay with Hastings. Accepted. There's a shot, and it's a goal. What a jump shot. That looked like that was number 1, and it was Wyatt Veith with his 4th goal. And here's a replay of that goal. Wyatt puts his hand up, says, "Give me the ball." Jump shot, scores. Raiders up 11-6. Face off one by Park. Ooh, big body check here. Oh, and he throws his stick. Might be a delay of game on. That is a delay of game. We're solving Reckinger. Here's a replay. Oh, a big. Going to have a timeout here at Park. And here's a shot right in the middle, but a nice save by Gavin Sand, sophomore from Park. Just want to say thank you to Farmers wearing the gray eyeshadow. That is a point of emphasis this year, actually, that you can only have regular eyeshadow. You can't put numbers or letters in it. You can't have it going down your face like old John Randall used to do for the Vikings. It's got to be a straight across eyeshadow. Good shot of the old booth over there before this new bleachers was built. Remember back in the day when I was watching football games, that's where the gentleman that did the broadcasting sat in that booth. Might have been a little reconstructed, but that's where it was. Goal scorers today as they work it around the pitch to their X-Man, if you will, number 3, Bradley Johnson. I mentioned they had 7 sophomores. They have 12 seniors. Correction, 8 seniors. And the goalie has it for Hastings. Oh, he takes a deep shot. And it's to the left side. And it's saved. Oh, he's on the... He's going to... Looks like he was out of bounds. That was number 1, Wyatt Veith. Had Dante Culpepper launched it deep. But he went out of bounds, so Park... It was a turnover to Park. Here's a free shot. Oh, nice save by the keeper. I don't know if that went off his helmet or what. But that was a free shot there for number 5, Zachary Devon. Here's a replay of that. I think slashed at. Ball comes out, and it's into the Park bench. And they're giving it to Park. There's a quick shot off the helmet. At this moment, you might see it again. Oh, this time the ball goes in the back of the net, though. This time it didn't hit the helmet. Goal to Park. Let's see who got that goal. It was number 17 running down. It's got Brady Brzezinski, plays football. Fletcher Peterson, football and wrestling. Jack Burdick, football. Tony Law, soccer. Ryan Clemens, football. And hockey. Alex Siebenaller, basketball. Kyan Esterby, basketball and football. Brady Nickel, football. Caleb Gudisa, basketball. And Brooks Smirsky, hockey. Both hockey players have played goalie as well this year. Had a little whistle there. The ball's going to go back to Hastings. You can see a good shot of one of the key players for the Raiders, number 1, Wyatt Veith. He is a senior, attacker / midfield. Wyatt could have a good future in lacrosse, the way he plays. Hastings setting up their play here, eating a little clock, waiting for a good shot. And there it's saved by the goalie. That's Gavin Sand. See if we can get a replay of that. Shot was right down the middle from an angle. Nice save, top left. Tried to go top shelf. And it'll be a... There's a good shot of the goalie from Park, Mr. Gavin Sand. While that happened, it was a turnover. Oh, a great pass up the middle, and it was missed. Hastings steals it. Down the sideline. Oh, did they say he stepped out? Not sure what that call was, but they're going to have a timeout here. We'll take this time to thank Balanced Wealth Management. Balanced Wealth Management, retirement planning. There's a good shot of the crowd. You can see a nice gloomy clouds back there. The lights are on. Remember, tomorrow night, if you couldn't make it tonight, head on out tomorrow night for more boys lacrosse. Still got a little time here. Refs are still discussing, and now we're back to play. Hastings up 11-7, third quarter. One more quarter to go after this one. Could be somebody wide open for the Raiders. He finds him. Hastings smartly sends it back, though, to eat some clock. Get all their attackers on the pitch. You can see number 13 heading into the pitch. That's Brady Nickel. Veith still with the ball. There's Veith, nice spin move. Shot clock's got to be getting low. An errant pass and it's picked up by Park, but going to be a penalty against Park. So Hastings will retain possession. Speaking of Hastings, tomorrow night's matchup is against St. Paul Two Rivers, right here at Hastings McNamara Stadium, Todd Field. Should be same time, 7 o'clock. Play, it's a loose ball. Picks it up, bounces it low, and scores. Hastings up 12-6. Got another whistle, and looks like Hastings is going to get the face-off. They substitute all their players to get all the attackers they want on the pitch. Once again, only 6 offensive guys can be past the 50. On the attacking side, 3 of them. And there's an errant pass. It's going to go to Hastings. Hastings is going to have 12 seconds to get it down the pitch and try to score a goal. Now's a good time for that. A little long Justin Jefferson pass maybe here. From Sam Darnold. They're down to 8 seconds. Looks like they're just going to try to maintain possession, eat the clock. He loses the ball. Park picks it up, shoots. Oh, and a nice save by the goalie, though. So Park was able to get a shot on goal at the end there, but after 3 quarters, Hastings Raiders 13, Park Cottage Grove 6. For HCTV, I'm Peter Heyman. We'll be back for more lacrosse action here in a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at McNamara Stadium at Todd Field, where the Hastings Raiders have a 13-7 lead over the Park Wolfpack. Apologies if I said 13-6 a few minutes ago. It is in fact 13-7. Park scored the a turnaround shot. It's blocked. Loose ball in the front. Picked up by the goalie. Disregard that fade to black real quick. It's loose ball. Hastings picks it up. Knocked out of his hand. And it's going to go to Park. Good defensive play there. Back check, if you will, by the Park player. Park got to score quick, so they're attacking and shooting, and there's a goal. That's number 3, Bradley Johnson.
Scoring for the Wolfpack, number 3, Bradley Johnson. That's Johnson.
There's that
scoring for
replay.
Wolfpack.
Nice twist to the left. Brings the score 13-8, fourth quarter. Just over a minute into this fourth quarter. Each quarter in high school, 12 minutes long for the boys lacrosse. And this faceoff is won by the Raiders. That was number 12 for Hastings, winning the faceoff. That's Kyan Esterby. Ladies and gentlemen, just want to remind you again, tomorrow night, more boys lacrosse as they take on Two Rivers, 7 o'clock, right here at McNamara Stadium at Todd Field. For those that you might have joined late, Hastings did play Park last year. As most of you that have been watching lately know that Park is now in the suburban east, or sorry, the metro east. Hastings is in the suburban east. Back in the day, it used to be the St. Paul Suburban, and Park and Hastings were rivalries big time. They still got that rivalry thing going. They're just not in the same conference. And last year, Park did beat Hastings 12-10, but that was up at Cottage Grove. Tonight, Hastings trying to flip the script as they're up 13-8. Just over 10 minutes to go here, quarter number 4. That was another good shot. Picked up by number 6. Does he shoot? He does. He's the point guard, if you will. Ooh, a shot from a side angle. Park picks it up, though. No, Hastings knocked out of their hand. Park intercepts. Turnover. Loose ball. Hastings picks it up. Knocked out of his cross. Another one. Park picks it up. Finally, it's number 4 in green. That's not Brett Favre. That's Cody. No, sorry. That's Park Angelo Cullen. The X-Man Bradley Johnson in that X position. Good defense, though, by Raiders number 5, but somehow he gets it between the goalie's legs for another goal. So that's 2 in this quarter for Bradley Johnson. And looks like Park is going to be a man up as Hastings only has 5 defenders back there. face-off. Oh, the ref takes a spill. He gets up. We want to thank all of our officials for officiating. He might have dropped something at the 45-yard line. And there's a flag. Nice moves by Steinke. Once again, he got a scholarship to Mankato for wrestling. You can see that strong body. He's still got it. The physicality. Shoots high. Sorry, that's Ryan Clemens, my mistake. Of course, Ryan played football and hockey, so also a big, strong kid for the Raiders. Got an open lane, though. Take the shot, especially when you got the X-Man back there. If you miss, it's still your ball. I think Park's going to get to it first. They sure are. Cross side, misses it. Picks it back up, though. We're under 6 minutes here. They're down 3 goals. A lot of time left to score 3 goals in lacrosse. Right up front and a goal. That was a good give and go, if you will. That was number 5, Zachary Devon, to number 3, Bradley Johnson. Johnson is lighting it up in this 4th quarter. That's his 3rd goal in this 4th quarter. See that nice give and go there? Score is now 13-11. It's getting tight. It kind of reminds me of the last year's college championship between Notre Dame and Duke. Notre Dame was up like 8-1 in the first half. Duke crept back, tied it up, and then Notre Dame got a couple goals to win the national championship last year, their first time ever. And we're going to have a whistle on the face-off, and it's going to go to Hastings. Of this 4th quarter, Bradley Johnson looking for his 4th. Oh, it's another give and go. It's the same exact play they did before. This time it's Johnson to Devon. So those two are connecting well.
Scoring for Wolfpack, number 5.
Here's that replay.
With the assist going to number 3, Bradley Johnson. That's on from Johnson for the Wolfpack.
Once again, it's only a 2-goal lead. It's 14-12, just over 4 minutes. Plenty of time. And Hastings wins the face-off. The guy tried to check him, and he gave him more. Hastings doesn't use a timeout here shortly. Maybe let his players rest. Talk to his players about a plan of attack. So here we go. It's a 1-goal lead. Hastings still with the lead with 3:33 left, 4th quarter. Big face-off here, and it is picked up by the Raiders. That was huge, especially if they can get a goal here. And it's our point man, lead man, Mr. Wyatt Veith with the ball up front. It's lost, and it's picked up loose still. Who's going to come up with it? Park's going to come up with it. So an unfortunate knocked out of the hands again. This is again, got to remember, it's late in the game. Bodies are tired. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to go to Park with 2:13 left. Park's got the momentum here. Hastings just has to try to maintain possession. Should be worth noting there should be no ties in lacrosse. Ooh, almost intercepted. Oh, it is intercepted. What a play. That could be the play of the game. You wouldn't think of it. Ryan Clemens, putting on his football brain, intercepts a pass, gets the ball back. And if Hastings can keep the ball for a while here, maybe even score, that play could be huge. Now let's see if the Hastings Raiders are smart. They don't have to score right away. They got to eat some clock. They can maintain harder for Park now. Another big face-off here. Hastings won the last face-off. And not sure what's going on here. They're going to switch. Looks like Hastings is going to get the ball. See if I can get a number for you who that is. That looks like number 13, Brady Nickel. So 1:41 left here. Hastings up 2. They just got to eat some clock. Don't lose the ball. Clock is their friend right now. 90 seconds left. Hopefully the coach has trained them well enough to have enough self-control, one of the fruits of the spirit, to not be selfish and shoot a long ball or an unnecessary one. Got to be smart with crisp passes, though, too. Park's going to have to take a chance and intercept a pass. Use as much clock as they can here. Good job passing it around. Hastings still passing around. Down to 42 seconds. Park's going to really have to put on some attack here to pass it to Sawyer Zaruba with the goal, we'll call it the insurance goal, to go up to Zaruba, a senior, as Hastings wins 15-13. Wyatt Veith on the night with 5 goals, leading the way for the Raiders. Clemens had 3 himself. Leading the way for Park Cottage Grove was Samuel Reckinger. He had 3. Actually, Bradley Johnson led the team in scoring with 4 goals, all scored in the 4th quarter. And here's a good shot of the Raiders. They're going to shake hands now with the Park team, so good to see that sportsmanship at the end. But it was the Hastings Raiders beating the Wolfpack 15-13. Here's our upcoming broadcast. On April 24th, it's going to be the Raiders baseball team versus St. Thomas Academy. And then you got on the 27th, the Minnesota Minx, women's football that is, versus Cedar Raptors. On April 30th, it's more boys lacrosse against Hill Murray, who right now leads the conference, so that's going to be a big matchup. And then you got softball against Two Rivers as we get into May 3rd. Once again, it was Raiders 15-13. Here's our credits for the night. Got to give a big shout out to our producer, director, Hunter Pinky. He also does graphics and replay. Our camera operators, they were on fire tonight, getting a lot of goals and goals off the post and the helmets and the fights. We got Seth Essler, Max Slocum, Ian Andersack, and Tori Selner. And I was your announcer tonight, Mr. Peter Heyman. That is it for HCTV Sports. Hastings Raiders 15 over Park Cottage Grove 13. We'll see you tomorrow night.